Great morning, great morning, great morning. Come on in, you guys. Come on in. Come on in. Let me go live on IG. Great morning, great morning. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm going to go ahead and share. Let me see. Hey, you guys. Great morning, April. Thank you for sharing. All right, y'all. Y'all know I'm navigating some new stuff, so hold on. Let me refresh and share. Hey, beautiful. Okay. All right. Shared on YouTube in North Carolina. Thank you, Jackie. I love you, sis. All right. So let me go ahead and share as well. All right. Let me share to my story. Y'all know that StreamYard made some changes. And so, whereas before I could automatically set it to go to my groups, it doesn't automatically do that. So, do me a favor. If you're in one of my groups, go ahead and share it to the group. Share it to the group. I appreciate you. I'm going to share it to my less common groups. Great morning, baby. Shared from Panama City. I love you. All right. So let me share, y'all. Give me a second. You share, I'll share. We'll all share together. All right. Here we go. All right. All right. Let me get to these groups. Great day, Jason. How you doing, brother? Y'all do me a favor as I'm sharing. You go ahead and share. Share with your people. Share to your story. Just share, okay? Somebody needs to hear this word. Lord, I sound like Stacy. Somebody's gonna need this word. Hey, Phoenicia, how are you, beautiful? All right, let's get these shares going. Hey, Eveline, how are you? Good to see you this morning. Ooh, y'all, baby, this word right here, okay, this word finna bless your soul. Yes, it's finna bless your soul because y'all need to know this because you play too much. You playing. All right. So I've done the share and I'm gonna do. You guys have shared it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get started. Um, Lord, sis, you'll look in my purse and hand me a shot. Mm. Y'all know I got to get my shots together. Hands, she got them hands, and my sister can throw. Okay, y'all listen. If you don't have some alive, get you some alive in your life, baby. Y'all saw that catch? Boom, baby. Don't play with me, okay? I got hands, okay? Get you some alive. It's an amazing liquid superfood that helps you with your total health. It's a whole health solution, okay? All natural, vegan friendly, gluten free. Y'all, non-GMO, okay? That means non-genetically modified. Okay. So listen, you got to shake it up. Y'all ready? Shot, 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 shot. Everybody shake, shake, shake. Shake the devil off. ABC. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. I'm telling you, do, re, mi, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, alive. You and me. Mwah. Y'all know what we do? We normally shake it up, pour it up, and drink it up. I'm doing shots today. I'm doing a shot. So it's already poured up for me. And all I'm going to do is shake it up, open it up, and drink it up. How about that right there? I love the convenience of our shots. Okay. So here we go. Oh, come on. Now, here we go. Come on. Come on. Here's to people waiting for you. Cheers. Oh, that's cute, cute. Mm-hmm. Oh, sis, that's real cute. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Mm. All right. Shot taken. So, for those of you who follow me or have been following me for a while, you may know that yesterday I was at Shake the Room. Shake the Room was an event put on by one of my former students, one of my sons, uh, Dr. J.R. McIntyre, otherwise known as the Hood Motivator. Baby, don't play with him, okay? So it was an amazing event with some incredible speakers. I was so impressed with the roster. It has been, listen, yesterday was so life changing. I made a decision yesterday. Hey Millie, how you doing, beautiful? Shout out to Camille on Instagram. Y'all know I be on IG a little bit, right? But what happened yesterday was I connected with a lot of people on IG, so I know I got to pay more attention to my IG audience. Listen, y'all, because we doing this thing. So yesterday, the event was amazing. It was absolutely incredible. I'm talking about the presence of God was in the place. People came with invaluable information, doing great things. And when I tell you that the things that happened on stage just blessed my soul and the souls of those who were there in the audience. What do I mean? Look, you got to know that there are some people that are waiting specifically for your voice. There are some people that are waiting specifically for your voice, waiting for you to show up. And I know that when I was up there talking, see, because I've done this, like I've done public speaking for over 30 some years, right? I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. Like this is what I teach, right? Speaking of what I teach, baby, y'all better sign up for that mic drop masterclass, y'all. What y'all doing? Sign up for that mic drop masterclass. I can show you how to drop the mic, baby. So yesterday, when I was there and I was speaking, I really try to allow the Spirit of God to lead me. No matter what I've prepared, I let the Spirit of God lead me. Why? God knows all things. He knows everything about everyone who's in the room and exactly what they need. So in my examples, I let him lead me. In what I include or exclude, I let him lead me. And so yesterday, one of the things that really touched me was I remember speaking and I began to see tears roll out of people's eyes because suddenly they recognized that I was talking directly to them, directly to their situation. And I thought about, what if I'd said no? What if I'd said I wasn't willing to drive the 6 hours to get here? What if I'd said I'm not available, or I don't know if I can do this? What if I said any of those things? There are some people who would have missed the sound of my voice and the message that God has given me to give to people. In the same way, likewise, as such, there are people waiting for you, waiting for your voice to show up, waiting for you to show up, waiting for you to be present. And when you understand that, then you got to understand this. You ain't got time to play. You ain't got time to be caught up in yourself, and you ain't got time to get caught up in your feelings. A lot of times our emotions will be a distraction from what God is trying to do. Now, you can stay in that place. You can operate from that place if you choose to, but I just recommend, right? I strongly encourage, I implore you to choose to take the journey that you need to take, to make the adjustments that you need to make in order for you to be in position for those who are waiting on you. Great morning, Gretchen. How are you? Hey, Summerlin. Make sure that you do what you need to do to be in the places where you need to be. Yesterday, because I was speaking, I asked April to preach for me. I said, hey, I didn't ask her. Let me just not say, did I ask her? I don't know if I asked or not. Probably I voluntold her. That's probably what I did. I voluntold her. So I need you to preach for me. And she did, right? And the word that she gave the people was a word that was needed. Listen, when you understand that you have a message that people are waiting for, show up and give the message. Show up and drop the mic. Hey, Quita, how are you? IG popping over here. What you say? What you say? Hey, Miss Jen, how are you? Good to see you, beautiful. I'm going to reach out to you. Yesterday was crazy. It's been incredibly busy, but I am going to reach out to you. When you understand that people are waiting for your voice, waiting for you to show up fully, waiting for you to be available, waiting for you to position yourself in business, waiting for you. Hey, Phoenicia. Yes. Listen, you got to be able to do it and not be afraid that anybody else is going to be intimidated or you're in competition with them. Baby, whoever preaches for passionate pursuit, whoever gets up there, I expect them to do what God has told them to do. I expect them to allow the Spirit of God to move. I expect them to do an amazing job. There is no competition because all of us are operating to create change. Yes, Quita said no more sabotage. That's right. No more. We've got to understand that in this season, God has need of us, and we can't afford to sabotage ourselves any longer. We can't afford to play small any longer. We can't afford to diminish our value any longer. So, what does that mean? It means that we have to do the work on us so that we stop allowing intimidation, fear, a sense of competition, or any of those other things to interfere. When I think about this weekend, like I said to my sister, I said, there's been a shift. There's been a shift. I felt a shift in me. Something shifted in me, right? And I believe that what shifted in me created the shift in the room yesterday. I believe that's what shifted in me is going to allow me to impact even more lives. I believe that what shifted in me is going to allow me to show up more fully, right? I can't say more authentically because y'all know I'm just going to be me regardless, period. Period. Okay. But I do believe that I've had seasons where I shrunk back, where I drew back, where I pulled back, where I didn't allow the fullness of me to show up. Hey, Agatha, how are you, beautiful? Yes. Gretchen said the season of seasons. Yes, like my brother J. Rick Rollins says, the flat seasons. Come on, come on. Yes, she did, Summerlin. She did preach up a storm. So as we're taking our journey, as we're living life, as we're doing what we've been called to do, you've got to ask yourself this: am I showing up fully? Am I showing up authentically? Am I giving my all? Am I believing God for what looks impossible? So yesterday, being on the stage at Crossover for Shake the Room was a full circle moment. And I'm gonna tell y'all what's so crazy about me saying this. So I remember attending Crossover Church. I remember interviewing Pastor Tommy on my ex-husband and I. We had a radio show, a blog talk radio show, and he came on. We interviewed him. I remember having conversations with him. I remember building a relationship with him. I remember us transitioning from the church, right? But I remember sitting in the audience saying, I'm going to be on that stage. Listen to me. Fast forward yesterday, I was on the very stage that I said, I'm going to be on that stage. I didn't know exactly how I was going to get on the stage. I didn't know what that was going to look like, but baby, I was on that stage, the stage that I looked at from the audience and said, I'm going to be on that stage. I'm going to preach from that stage. And yesterday I preached, right? I wasn't necessarily preaching a sermon in the traditional sense, but baby, my life is a sermon. You know, so as I began to share with people, as I began to pour out, I remember leaving thinking, wow, this is full circle. Wow, this, came back around. So I'm talking to my daughter and I said, yeah, I just finished the event. I'm getting ready to go get something to eat, was one of the speakers. And I said, yeah, it was at Crossover. She said, at Crossover, you mean the church we used to go to when we were kids? I said, yeah. She said, wow, talk about a full circle moment. So what I had said, she said the exact same thing. I want y'all to hear me. We're in a season where God is taking things full circle. And you got to understand that means that you're going to end up going back to some places from your past. And you got to decide how you're going back. You got to decide if you're going back. You got to decide, are you willing to allow yourself to take that journey and go full circle? One thing I know I did yesterday is I blessed the souls of the people and I dropped the mic and shook the room. Why? Because I'm just so great. I am great, right? Because God made me that way. But more so because I made a decision, a conscious decision to allow God to do what he wanted to do in that experience. Camille said, we needed your voice and your energy. Agatha said, yes, you are amazing yesterday at Shake the Room. Come on, you was on that stage. Hallelujah. I was, y'all. And it was so funny because y'all know me. I'm always going to be different. I'm always, and people were having to say next slide, next slide. I said, I would not be up there saying no next slide. We are not going to next slide our way through this, right? So I made a decision. I said, oh, we're going to say no more, right? That's what we're going to say, no more, okay? And then they're going to flip the slide. And so I got up and I was talking about not, and there's a clip on IG. I'm going to have to share it on Facebook, but there's a clip on IG. And it talks about, it's when I'm saying, how many of y'all like to be in control? Because I want to click when I want to click, change the slide when I want to change the slide, and so I would say that it was so funny because I allowed God to use every aspect of me. I used to do stand-up comedy. So the comedian was there. I'm a prophet. I prophetically declared things over the room, over the house, over those in attendance, right? I am a destiny fulfillment strategist. So I'm giving strategy. I'm telling people how to get to some things, how to do some things. Allow all of you to show up. But, I think one of the problems is we don't know how to integrate our identities. We don't know how to integrate our identities. We got all these separate identities because the world has told us that you can only be one thing. So we have these one things that we are in all these different places, and we never learn how to integrate our identities. And so it's almost like we suffer from dissociative disorder, dissociative identity disorder. You got different identities depending on where you are. But when you learn how to integrate your identity, all of your identity, including your racialized identity. See, look, as a communication scholar, I study culture, race. As a psychologist, I study the mind, the psyche, the brain. Listen, as a spiritual leader and a prophet and apostle, baby, I studied the spiritual essence of our being and how, but baby, I am all of those things. As a mother, I am a nurturer. Baby, I became people's mama yesterday. Do you understand what I'm telling you? I became people's big mama yesterday from the stage. From the stage. I'm not talking about because of each individual interaction. I'm talking about literally from the stage. I became people's mamas, they aunties, they big mamas from the stage. Because I allowed all of who I am to show up. And people began to connect with. You know how people talk about your favorite auntie, right? I became some people's favorite auntie. People began to claim me. And I told them, I said, listen, I want y'all to find me and let me give you a hug. Oh, I hugged as many people as I could hug. Why? Hugs do something healing. They actually release oxytocin. If you hug people for a certain length of time, it produces oxytocin, which releases a happy feeling to your brain. The neurochemicals. Listen, I'm telling you. Millie said, yes, adopted her as my Aunt V after listening to her yesterday. We family now. Yes. I am Quita Speaks. There's so much gratitude, so real and raw. Praise God. Quita said, yes, every day I will tune into you. I needed you. Praise God. Gretchen said, it happens to me. The Lord took me back to the past where I was raised at Palma Circa and Highland Pines. Come on. Yeah, we got to. We've got to. Whitfield said, we don't know how to associate our identities, and that's facts. He also said they waited until afterwards for their own personal hugs. Because listen, y'all, listen, if there's anything that I'm known for, I'm known for them hugs, baby. I'm gonna hug you. You're gonna feel like, oh my God. You're gonna sink into the hug. Even people that don't like being touched, by the time they've been around me a little while, they'll come looking for my hugs. But normally they don't want nobody to touch them. They don't want a hug. They came from a household where there was no hugging. But something happens when we hug. We need personal touch. And I'm not talking about the church hug from the side. I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about a full-on hug. Heart to heart, breast to breast, a hug that allows you to feel my heartbeat and me to feel your heartbeat. There's nothing sexual about it. It is just an opportunity to experience human connection. And we suffer from a lack of human connection, human physical contact without it being sexual. So therefore, all touch is sexualized. All touch is viewed in a sexual manner. But touch was not created for that. Touch was created to create connection, to build bonds. I'm not telling y'all to go out here just grabbing up on people and pressing your whole body against them. I ain't saying all that, okay? So don't say, Dr. B told me to press my whole body up against you. I ain't saying all that, okay? But I'm telling you, we need hugs. Agatha said, oh, yes, faith for her was there yesterday. And that what the community is removing the stigma. Self-care heals and removes the hats and masks to find your real self. You were speaking that thing. Appreciate you. Me too. I'm a hugger. That's known for me. We shift spirits with a genuine hug. I agree. Absolutely. Phoenicia said, amen. Y'all, what I did yesterday, though, you too can do. Listen, it's not just a me thing. It's not just a me thing. Quita said, trauma. I come from a family of sexual abuse. None of us hugged. We were all molested. Where is the safe space? Where is the safe space? Listen, you've got a story. You've got a story, and the world needs it. You've got a message, and the world needs it. And I want to show you how to do that, how to drop the mic. So Dr. J.R. McIntyre, one of my former students who became my son, right? I told y'all, everybody become my family. I told the story yesterday. I said, J.R. talking about mom. I said, I don't want to be this boy, this man mama. What in the world, right? But I became his mama because he lost his mom at age 9. And I'm such a nurturer. I'm such an encourager, right? That instantly he felt that mama connection, and I began to help fill that void. Not that he doesn't have anybody else who operates in that space, but it gave me access to encourage him in some ways that a mama does. I'm about my kids. Now, that's one thing about me. I'm about my kids, right? I'm always going to speak life into them. I'm always going to encourage them. I'm always, especially my boys, because the world is so hard on our boys. The world attacks our boys so much. And so I always want to provide them with a safe place to show emotion, a safe place to just be loved and comforted, a safe place where they can hear a woman, a Black woman, speak life into them, right? As opposed to talking about what they're not and what they can't do. So he did his speech. Listen, let me tell you something. He shook the room. He dropped the mic. He built connection. He had grown men in there crying. Do you understand what I'm telling you? All of the things that I taught him in class, right? All of the things that I taught him, he executed them flawlessly. Because really, it's all about your audience. It's all about your audience and connecting with your audience. And y'all, the thing about me is I know how to show you how to connect with people, whether you're online or in person. It doesn't matter. People ought to still be able to feel you online. They still ought to be able to connect with you online. How do you do that? How do you build that kind of presence? How do you build those kinds of relationships? How do you do that? What do you need to do? I'm going to show you in the Mic Drop Masterclass. So May 1st, Wednesday night, from 7 to 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to show you how to drop the mic, how to tell your story, how to become a mic drop speaker in any capacity, even when you just are opening your mouth speaking to people, how to drop the mic. Listen, Whitfield said he had me crying, had to stop taking photos because I could no longer seem to focus. Listen, I'm telling you. Millie said, connection. Yes, you gave me the best hug I felt in a while, nurturing. Flowers were given yesterday. Both men and women were seen yesterday. Y'all, and one thing about me, I don't care where I am, I'm going to recognize moments, right? I'm going to recognize moments. And there was a couple of moments that I had to just stop everything and say, wow, can we just pause for a minute? Can we just give this woman some applause for choosing her, for doing something different? Because when you do something different and you step out of the box, it's challenging. But it's necessary. It's necessary. Don't let another day, another week, another month, another year, another 5 years go by without you showing up. Not just for you, but for those that are waiting for you. Those that are waiting for you. Y'all go register for the Mic Drop Masterclass. Learn how to really harness the power of who you are and your story. Build your confidence, your courage. You know, I talked about April and I talked about her message yesterday and how powerful it was. One thing about April has been working with me for almost 2 years now, if it's not been 2 years, right? And she dedicated herself to take all my classes. And each one I saw her get stronger and more confident, more bold, more vocal. It's amazing to me because, you know, my cousin knew April when April was younger. And she said, April didn't talk. She didn't deal with people. Now April is talking, communicating, speaking, traveling the world, impacting lives all over the globe. Because she made a decision and she made a choice to not draw back, to go forward, to invest in her. She made that decision. All right, Quita, I'm gonna see you there then, girl. And you can make that decision too, but it is a choice. Sometimes people say, Dr. V, you always got a class. You always got. Can I be honest with y'all? Can I just be real? I don't always want to do the classes. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I don't always want to do the classes. I don't always want to do it. But God will always pull on me to do certain classes at certain times. He will always pull on me and he will agitate me until I have to do it. And then I say, okay, I'm going to do it, Lord. Okay, I'm going to do it. I don't always want to do it because, to be honest with y'all, I don't always want to be bothered. Now, that's real talk. But it's not about me. It's about what people need. Gretchen said, my book is on Amazon called The Strength of a Woman with Pearl Wisdom, tribute to my mother. Yes, Gretchen. Kim said, you, Dr. V, the professor. That's why you got classes. I mean, that is what professors do. They do teach, right? Millie, I'm going to see you there now, girl. Go on and get your registration in. Merchandising your wisdom. Yes. I'm excited, though. And I think that's what the shift was. The shift was me getting excited about teaching again. Like really having renewed enthusiasm about teaching again and connecting with people and connecting with new people. Right? Connecting with new people. Because this is what I've learned. I learned that no matter how much value you give in what you do, people will begin to feel like you just want their money. And one thing about me, I never force anybody to do anything. But I'm always going to give people every opportunity to do everything. And I just know there's some new people God bringing into my life that are going to be a part of this next season of my life. My God, today. It's some people God are bringing in my life that are going to be a part of this next season of my life. They're going to be key. One of the things that God told me is I'm sending you destiny helpers, people to help you get to your destiny. And while they help you get to your destiny, you're going to help them get to their destiny. There's some people that God has specifically assigned to me that I have to go out and do things so that I can meet them, because God is bringing us together, right? There's something they need from me, and there's something I need from them. And one of the things that I know, oh my God, is that when God begins to send you destiny helpers, you have to begin to discern and evaluate why people are being sent. Some will be sent to help you move forward, and some will be sent to hold you back, to distract you, and to delay you. And as I'm saying this, listen, I'm taking application for destiny helpers. Sis, I'm taking applications for destiny helpers, because in this season, those who are assigned to my destiny must go through a proving process. My God, today, too long, I have allowed people to just help me and not discern their motives and intentions or evaluate them. And I'm not doing in this season. In this season, there's some specific things I stand in need of, right? I stand in need of people who are administrators, who understand systems, who love that kind of stuff, because I don't, right? I stand in need of people who are communicators, who are able to reach people and do some of those administrative communication things that I need done. I stand in need of people who want to invest in me with a right motive and a right heart, never to throw anything in my face, but I did this for you and I did that for you. Baby, listen, I promise you, and I want y'all to hear me clearly, no one has done anything for me that I have not done 10 times, if not more, for them. Poured into, sold into. My God, today. Y'all, you better stop and just accepting everybody who want to help, because everybody who want to help is not meant to help. And all help ain't good help, like all money ain't good money. It's some money I wish I could give back. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Because the headache associated with the money wasn't worth it. You understand? So, honestly, I'm just being very transparent. I don't know why God's got me going here, but he does. Listen, I have made my classes so affordable. So affordable, because I want to sow into people. But when I tell you that when you try to sow into people, it be the brokest people that be the biggest problem. How you the brokest person and the biggest problem, the biggest headache? This is why some people only work with high-paying clients, because high-paying clients don't give you all them headaches. They know the value of what they're getting. They know the value. I'm trying to help somebody today. They know the value. They know the value. And I'm tired of trying to help people that really don't want help. Child, want to leech. They don't want help. They want something for free. They want their opportunity. Want to leech off of everything. Yes, sis. And it's not because of how much money you have. See, this is the difference. You cannot have a lot of money but not be broke. Exactly. Broke is a mindset. It is a mentality. Poverty. It is that poverty mindset that is stuck on holding on to every little penny, right? There are people who do not have money but will find money to invest in their future, to invest in their development, to invest in a good coach, a good class, somebody that's going to change. If somebody, listen to me, y'all. I want y'all to think about this. Woo. my baby talking about, I wouldn't say the brokest person. I would say the person that needs it the most. No, I'm saying the brokest person because I'm talking about that mindset. The mindset is broke. And if you got a broke mindset, everything attached to you is broken. Like I'm talking about that poverty mindset is a very real thing. And it has to be broken off of people. But if you don't want it broken off of you, it can never be broken off of you. See, Shabaru Kosata Bareshike. The greatest weapon that the enemy has used against us is brokenness. That poverty mindset. That's why Jesus said, the poor you will have with you always. Not because they don't have the capacity to obtain wealth, because God has given us all the ability to obtain wealth. But when your mindset is not a wealth mindset, you're always going to see poverty. You're always going to see brokenness. You always going to talk broke. You going to live broke. You going to speak broke. You going to eat broke. You going to drink broke. You just going to be broke until you break that mindset off of you, because it's rooted in lies. So I meant exactly what I said. The brokest people be the biggest problem. Oh, Jesus. And they also are the people that need it the most, but they can't see the value in what they're getting. Yes, Quita said, money easily flows. Baby, I'm telling you, I made prophetic declarations yesterday because we've got to understand that we were created for wealth. Wealth is what moves the kingdom of God forward. It is God's consummation and confirmation of the promise that he made, the covenant he created with Abraham. So we're interrupting the confirmation and public display of God's promise to Abraham with our brokenness. We're not doing God no favors, nor are we doing people a favor. I see you, Quita. We're going to talk, okay? I'm going to send you a link and we're going to schedule a time to talk, especially while I'm here. Mutt said, it's hard to change their mind to see the abundance of God. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I say all that to say this. I have fought to maintain a space where the average person can access the information and the knowledge I need. I will, Agatha. I fought to do that. But I'm telling y'all why I'm talking about this shift, because I was tired. And God began to shift me so I could be renewed. Yesterday renewed me. It revitalized me. It reminded me of how much I love the stage and how much impact I have on the lives of other people. When I saw JR speak, it reminded me of the impact I've had on my students and their lives and what they do and how I pour out so selflessly, right? Those that appreciate it and those that get it and those that understand, those that have paid $10,000 for a coach or a class, they understand. They get it. They get it. But then this is the catch-22, because I lose some of those people because the class is too cheap. And they feel like if it's not expensive, it doesn't have value. So I made a decision this weekend. I'm going to create a 2-tier system. I'm going to have my elite coaching, and then I'm going to have my VIP coaching. The elite coaching is going to be the coaching that is designed for the elite of the elite. It's going to be greater intensity. It's going to be even greater value than the VIP coaching. Now, all of it is going to be good. All of it is going to help you. But baby, at that next level, and everybody ain't ready for the next level, and everybody might not ever be ready for the next level. That's not my issue. You get in where you fit in, and you grow to where you want to go. But that elite coaching is going to be that next level coaching. It is the duality of my existence. It is the bridge that I create, because God has told me that I am a bridge. I'm a connector. And so when you can connect and help people cross over from where they are to where they desire to be, it's an amazing experience. So sign up for the Mic Drop Masterclass. I've also got a No More Sabotage coming up, y'all. Listen, let me tell y'all. Yesterday was so amazing when I was talking about the No More Sabotage for entrepreneurs. We've got a No More Sabotage coming up May 8th and 9th. May 8th and 9th. And you can sign up for that. Those of you who were at the conference, I've got a discount code for you guys. Hold on. Let me get to the No More Sabotage. I can't remember if I've changed the dates yet. I think I have. Okay. You can go register for it at bit.ly/no more sabotage, bit.ly/no more sabotage, no more sabotage. Those of you who want who are at the convention and want the code for that, put no more link, and I'll put that link in. I'll send you that link personally so that you will have it. But when my destiny helpers come, y'all, I'm not doing all this. I'm not doing all this. One of the speakers yesterday was talking about the power of delegation, right? Delegation sometimes is rough on the beginning part because you got to show people how you want it done, what you want it to look like so that it has your spirit. But then after that, it makes it easier. And it's time. It's time. God has been telling me that it's a system season. It's a season to elevate. I see you, Camille. I see you, Quita. I see you, Agatha. Y'all, those my folks from the event yesterday, baby. They connected with me. They connected with me on IG. You too, beautiful. Connected with me on IG. And I'm excited for those relationships. So know this. There are people waiting for you. There are people waiting for you. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's change lives. It's time. It's time for us to do it. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Y'all know how we do. Oh, we do it. Y'all know how we do. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Know this. Know that I absolutely love you guys to life and life more abundant. Let's have an amazing, incredible, and epic day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Be blessed. Mwah.